Happy Wednesday. We're in the kitchen with Lucy Greer on this Wednesday morning. What are we making this morning?
Today I thought we would make something really pretty for spring, and it is an antipasto pasta salad.
Yum! And you've got a ton of veggies.
I know, it's so pretty already. We have cut up our one yellow bell pepper, one red, one orange, and I love these little baby cucumbers. They're so cute. Or you could use one regular one. But I saw these baby ones, and so I just did them. You can do them in little cubes, but I thought they're really pretty in these little half moons. So you just, slice it in half lengthwise and then make little half moons out of it.
They're so cute.
I know, and it's such pretty color. And then we are also going to add some protein to this later. We're going to do some pepperoni and some Gouda cheese. Ooh. So I know, so it'll be, I think it'll be yummy. We're getting our water on for our pasta. So I thought we could make our dressing.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
So I have already in a measuring cup here. I'm just going to whisk it up in here. I have 3/4 cup of olive oil, and I'm going to use red wine vinegar, but you could really use white wine vinegar. You could use balsamic, and a really basic vinaigrette is 3-to-1 ratio. So I did 3/4 cup of the oil, and so I added 1/4 cup of the vinegar. And sometimes when I'm making vinaigrettes, I'll add also some citrus, like if you wanted to squeeze a lemon in there or an orange, that would be really good in here too. But this is just, your simple. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of honey. Just
you guys have
sweetness.
Been through that honey. That's pretty impressive.
It is, and I've talked about my friends at Charlie's Honey before, Charlie and Jan, who do Charlie's Honey out of Sims, and they sell their honey in all of our stores, and they are their honey is the best. And but every time I see them, if I run into them when they're delivering to a store, Jan's like, "Charlie, go get her some honey out of the truck," and we always go through it. So. But I love to use honey in cooking, and of course we use it in tea and stuff too. And then do you ever use this?
I don't know if I've ever used that before.
This is Badia. Have you seen these spices?
Yes,
so it's just a brand that we carry in the store, everything from garlic powder, salt, pepper, but they have a lot of fun spice blends. And this one is called Complete Seasoning, and it's has garlic and kind of like an Italian seasoning with a lot more flavor, like instead of just like the dried herbs. And what my favorite thing to use it on is pork chops, but so it's good on vegetables, it's good on meat. And I thought, well, let me just be real easy today and not have to get all my spices out of the cabinet. So I'm just going to use 2.5 teaspoons, and it does have some salt in there too, so I don't have to add any extra salt to this. I'm just going to add about like 2.5 teaspoons of this Complete Seasoning. And if you didn't want to buy this, you could just season up with salt, pepper, maybe a little garlic powder, and that's it for our dressing.
It smells so good already. So this is the perfect recipe as we are in those warmer months now. If you need a side dish to take to a cookout, maybe you're just craving pasta salad, this is the recipe for you. So we'll continue this next with Lucy after you see this. And we are back with Lucy making this antipasto pasta salad. Perfect for the weather that we have right now. Really any time of year. You always need a good side dish.
I know it, absolutely. And this is a great pasta salad. People like options that don't have a mayonnaise-based dressing, so that way you don't have to worry if you're taking it to a party, about it sitting out a little bit too long. So what we already did is made our dressing. So we did olive oil and red wine vinegar and a little bit of honey, and we used some of our Complete Seasoning, and that's already ready to go. And our pasta water is almost up to a boil, and I'm going to use the colorful rotini just because, why not? That's fun. And I like to, or you could use like a bow tie, bow tie.
Lucy is a big bow tie.
I am a big bow tie girl.
I'm really proud of you for using it.
Thank you. I thought, well, the colorful rotini, I guess, and my kids love these too, I guess, again, because they're colorful, so I always have them on hand. And then I told you we were going to put some protein in here. So I have 1 pack of pepperonis, and they're just the regular slices, so I just quartered those. And yes, you were like, what about the mini pepperonis? And I looked for the mini pepperonis, but we didn't have them at that time. So yeah, mini pepperonis would be awesome in here. And then I just got a block of Gouda cheese and just cubed that up. But again, you could use cheddar, you could use pepper jack, you could use mozzarella would be fine. So just whatever you want to use. And this was just 1 8-ounce block of cheese. And I will say, I'm speaking from experience, break these up before you put everything else in there, because they stuck. Yeah. See, like I thought everything would just fall apart, but they did not. So
you know what? I've never heard someone complain there's too much cheese in a dish.
No, yeah, a big glob of cheese is never a bad thing. That's for sure.
A-okay with me.
Yes.
Banana peppers. Is that what you have?
Yes.
I love banana. Those are good.
I like them too, and I love it when you can buy them sliced up already. So this was just half a cup of those. They have such great flavor, and it's not necessarily hot or spicy flavor. It's just you know, a little bit of a zing, and it goes great with, you know, our other Italian flavors going on.
Sure.
And then we talked about our yellow, red, and orange bell pepper, and our 3 little mini cucumbers. So we're gonna put all this in there. We already got our dressing made, and so now all we're going to do is boil that's just a 12-ounce pack of noodles. I'm like questioning if it's all going to fit, but we'll make it fit.
We'll get a bigger bowl, and that's totally
on
fine.
the break. So I'm just going to toss these in the water, and we're just going to cook these for 9 minutes, and then we're going to cool them down and add it all together.
Talk about affordable, too.
Absolutely. And look how much it's going to make.
This is a massive serving of pasta salad.
Yep. And I was mentioning to you, you know, a lot of people love to meal prep and do lunches. This would be awesome to do on a Sunday, and then portion it out and take it for lunch all week. Would be a really good option for this too, because it's just going to get better as the week goes on.
Oh, I'm so excited for this recipe, you guys. So we're going to continue this with Joe and Lucy next on Studio 10.
All right, time to finish up our Antipasto pasta salad. Sounds so good, Lucy.
I know. I'm not sure it's all going to fit in our bowl, but we'll try. So we have our rotini pasta that we just cooked for 9 minutes, and I just drained it off and put some cold water on it just to stop that cooking process. And we have all of our yummy stuff in here. So we have pepperoni and Gouda cheese, and we have a lot of fresh vegetables. We have yellow, red, and orange bell pepper. We have those little cucumbers in here, and then we also made our dressing. So we did an olive oil and red wine vinegar dressing with a little bit of honey and a little bit of Badia complete seasoning that I was just taking a shortcut instead of getting out a bunch of different spices. But if you didn't have that, then I would just season it up with some salt, pepper, a little bit of oregano and garlic powder would be, you know, really good too.
Chelsea was amazed you made your own dressing.
She was. And if you don't want to do that, then of course just buy, you know, a balsamic dressing or an Italian dressing. You know, if you did want it creamy, this would be really good with a Caesar dressing. So definitely a lot of options, and it's best if you can let it sit in the refrigerator for, you know, overnight and eat it the next day. That's why I was saying it's really good for meal prep, because the longer it sits in the fridge throughout the week, the better it's going to get as it marinates. Oh, we have the pepperoncini peppers in here too. I forgot that.
You can't forget about the pepperoncini peppers.
Can't forget about it. That's what you were peeling out of that bowl.
Yeah, it all looks so good. So you can find all the ingredients for this at any of your local Greer's locations. So we're getting ready for Easter, right? That's
yes,
next. Yep.
we are. And if you, which I know I was thinking about what Easter recipes do I want to share coming up. But one thing that we always have for Easter are these really yummy coconut cakes that we sell. So if you are not a baker, or if you want to go ahead and plan ahead for your dessert, all of our stores sell really good coconut cakes. They're so just fluffy and really delicious. So we'll be talking about some different Easter ideas coming up.
All right, that sounds good. In the meantime, a great idea right here. You can find the recipe online, and again, all the ingredients at Greer's. Lucy, thank you so much.
Thank you. See y'all next week.